I ain't a Timberland fan.
You Missy has one of the best discographies that we can think of. Not only that, early Genuine is Timberland. Timberland has some slaps.
I get that. Like, I'm not saying he hasn't, you know, made a name. I'm not saying he hasn't done that. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to me and who I prefer to listen to, Timberland's not on that list. Now, Swiss Beats, I fuck with Swiss Beats. Again, that goes back to my Rough Rider roots. I fuck with Swiss Beats hard, hard.
I do too, but I mean, we can't discount Tim.
No, I'm not discounting. I'm just saying I just don't prefer.
Aaliyah, bro, all Aaliyah songs. That's Tim.
I get that.
Everybody that
Justin
came under
Timberlake,
like everybody who came out of from like Barry Hankerson, Timberland was producing it. He got all them deals, got all them signed from out Virginia, where was nothing popping. He was the kind of the brains behind that, so I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm not asking. I'm gonna give the man his flowers.
He has goats underneath him. Missy's
That's
one of those
true.
people. Timberlake, I have my issues with Justin Timberlake, but in terms of, black music, he has contributed some towards black music, even though he's still, he's a shady little creepy white boy when it comes to some things.
Come on, don't do Justin like that, man.
Tell him don't do Janet Jackson like that. He threw Janet Jackson under the fucking bus.
Man, that was an accident.
It was not an accident.
It was an accident.
Okay, so the way that he acted after the incident, that was an accident, or was that planned and on purpose?
I mean, I just think he was just trying to cover his tracks after that.
So it's okay for Justin Timberlake to use his power to cement his legacy, but Nicki Minaj can't do it. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? And for people listening, that's what you call a callback.
This is what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying, my thing is, no one knows whether he ripped the joint off on purpose or not. No one knows if that was, intended to be done. When I say about someone who uses their power, they intend to hold a nigga back. That's what I was saying about the whole Nicki Minaj. She tended to hold people back so she could stay on top. That's not what I believe Justin was doing. Because one, you can't hold Janet Jackson back. Janet Jackson's bigger star than Justin Timberlake. So,
Janet Jackson's career actually took a huge hit from that Super Bowl stuff. It was hosted on CBS, which is owned by Viacom, which owns most of the entertainment and media stuff that we watch. Viacom is one of the 6 big companies that own everything we watch on entertainment. So if you piss off one of those companies who tend to work together behind the scenes, we're not going to act like they don't. You piss them off, that can change the dynamics of the way you're perceived, the way people talk about you, the way people receive you. Because media, as Malcolm X would say, the media will have you hating the people who are oppressed and loving your oppressors, because we don't have control of what they print or what they say out there. So when everything came, let me pull up one of these articles so we can see the everything that went on with that. Because Justin Timberlake kind of did leave Janet to dry in that situation. So it was a planned costume reveal, according to Business Insider, which I'm on looking up the timeline of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So if both of them planned it, just based on this one line of information here, that means he should have took the same amount of accountability that she did. Instead, he helped throw her under the bus. Let's go into the timeline of Nipplegate. That's what it's called.
Hey, man, we gotta give a shout out to motherfucking Richard Nixon, man.
To Richard Nixon? Why? Oh, because everything's a gate after that?
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to Richard Nixon for that, man.
I mean, if we gonna give Richard Nixon a shout out, let's give him a shout out for something that was actually a good accomplishment, like the EPA. Back when Republicans and conservatives believed in protecting the environment because that's a part of conserving things, protecting the environment by not poisoning the environment. That was a conservative principle at one point in time for my fellow conservatives that believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Believe in actual conservatism. So according to Janet Jackson's choreographer, the moment was planned. They both were in agreement about the reveal, according to her choreographer. Let me see. Say Jackson's halftime show opened up with a rendition of her 2001 single "All for You" after Jessica Simpson introduced a local marching band. But then Jackson left stage and guest performers P. Diddy, Nelly, and Kid Rock each took a turn performing their hit songs. Jackson returned for a second song, Rhythm Nation, before Timberlake popped out and began singing his single, Rock Your Body. The stage had been populated with backup dancers throughout every performance up until that point, but during Rock Your Body, it was just Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson on stage. The song came to an end with Timberlake delivering the line, "Better have you naked" by the end of this song. So, well, we putting this in context. As he sang, Timberlake's hands snaked around Jackson's torso in a choreography move that while she stood still. On the word song, Timberlake pulled up the right side of Jackson's corset style top, and the entire cup of her custom bra underneath came away. Her breast was exposed, revealing a piece of her nipple jewelry she was wearing. In a split second, where the two singers were on stage, you could see Jackson look down in shock. After the stage went dark, Jackson reached to cover herself while Timberlake still holding the ripped pieces of her costume and bra. Let's get to these statements. I mean, I don't know. Do I really want to do a deep dive on this? No, I just know Justin Timberlake left her out to dry on something that they said was planned, and he even issued an apology to her, which she didn't care for. So I mean, it's easy for you to apologize almost 20 years later after you kept benefiting off of black culture. It's so easy, white man.
All right, here we go.
Is that not a fact? Some apologies are not worth their weight in salt. If you wait 20 years after I've been ridiculed and criticized for something that we both planned, and you act like you knew nothing of it, you threw me under the bus. They promoted you and let your career ride out. You're on the radio every day after that. Janet Jackson, not so much. It wasn't like Janet stopped releasing music. It wasn't getting the button pushed now. But I mean, I felt like you was ready to go ahead and say something to cape for your boy Timberlake.
I gotta look out for my fellow white people, man. I'm just saying, man. As I said, I'm not saying he intentionally did it, but shit happens, Shit happens.
So is accountability a good trait to have as somebody in a position of power?
Accountability is
accountability good? Is something good to have as just an average human being?
Yeah.
So when you lack accountability and you come back later around the road, does the timing of your accountability matter then?
No.
So I mean, Justin Timberlake should just be, one of those people who we acknowledge loves our culture until the culture needs him to love us back. I mean, honestly speaking, what statement have you ever heard about Justin Timberlake making for anybody black? I don't even think he's ever been on the Breakfast Club.
I don't know. Justin did a lot of music with black people.
Yeah, but what black media does he go to? I'm waiting. You know what?
I
What
don't know.
black
Y'all
clothing
look that up.
brands have you ever seen Justin Timberlake putting on?
Nigga, it's a lot of famous black people don't wear black clothing.
But
Man.
I mean, but usually black entertainers have to go to black media, which help boost up the black media, which helps to boost up those black entertainers. But if you automatically have somebody who can push your music into urban radio without you going the urban route that everybody else has to take, you have a benefit. You're going to do all the white top 40 radio stations, and then you're still forced from program directors because, again, radio is controlled by two companies. You have iHeart and you have Radio One. So from two companies, you can force feed shit to program directors. That's why the independence of the radio used to matter back in the day, because you can go from New York to Iowa and hear different songs on the radio. But now you're in New York and Iowa, everybody hears the same songs. So I'm saying, for Justin Timberlake to have all this urban music, why isn't he on urban radio? Why haven't I seen Charlamagne ask him, which Charlamagne asks a lot of other white guests, what have you done for black people?
Well, technically, all of the black people he done music where he helped boost their motherfucking sales.
He helped boost
him.
He helped boost himself by keep doing music with somebody of black genre to keep himself in those realms without having to actually do the actual work.
But at the same time, if you look at it, he also got them played on white radio stations because he was on the song.
Actually, that's a technicality. The song it was. What's the melody on the song and things like that? That matters too, whether they're gonna get spent on top 40 radio or not.
Look, I believe he took a lot of people and helped cross them over.
So you believe Justin Timberlake helped more people than black music has helped them? Because you think if he'd have stayed, in what was that, Backstreet Boys? If he had stayed in his instinct route, he was gonna get the same type of love.
Oh, Joe. Nah, we're going too far now. Don't act like black people went out here singing.
They do. I was at I went to a 90s party the other day, and you hear me? We was outside. It was good to have the 90s records playing. But I would also like to say,
I guarantee Bye 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 came on everybody. Bye Bye Bye.
It came on 3 times for me at 3 different parties.
Don't do it.
And everyone, so that's everyone that hit it. But I would also like to say, while everybody sung Bye Bye Bye, name another person from that group that had any success. Because they stuck in that same genre. Name them.
Look. Every group has the members and the star. The other members of Destiny Child did not have the same success as Beyonce.
Kelly Rowlands had a pretty successful career. She just don't put out the amount of music.
She did not have the same success as Beyonce.
She also don't have the same volume as music output.
Diana Ross, the rest of the Supremes did not have the same success as Diana Ross.
Don't compare Diana Ross and the Supremes when the group's name Diana Ross and the Supremes, bro. That's different.
Look, I'm just saying.
It wasn't called Beyonce and Destiny Child. It was just Destiny Child.
Look. The Temptations. Not all of them had the same career as David fucking Ruffin. So let's put a hold to this. When you the star,
now let me compare them to some of their contemporaries, like what's the group? The Bobby Brown group. Group Bobby Brown was in. I don't know why I drew a blank on their name. All of them went go be successful. What do you mean?
Hold on. We gotta get their name because we
definitely
up.
are. This the black shit we fucking up on. But you got Bobby Brown out of that. You got Bill Biv DeVoe. You got what the fuck? I got so many names and I just went blank.
New Kids on the Block? No.
Don't call them the white group. You wild for that one. Wild for that one, man. Oh man.
Bro, you wild because you can't even remember their names.
I know Bobby Brown. I know Bill Biv DeVoe.
No, I'm talking about the name of the group.
I was naming the niggas who came after that.
Yeah, but it still don't matter what no name of the group.
Oh, boom. All right, I'm pulling it up for us. New edition. That's terrible. Terrible.
edition.
Terrible,
God
man.
damn.
How did we get here? How did we get here? It's New Edition. God damn.
New edition. Man.
That is definitely terrible.
Yeah. We fucked up on that one. We dropped the ball on that one. Damn. Hey, I just want everybody to forgive us, you know.
Yeah, that was terrible. But everybody from New Edition went on to have really great careers. That's more of a contemporary.
Man, that's an anomaly.
But you acting like Kelly Rowland didn't have a good career.
No, I didn't say he didn't have a good career. I said had the same success.
Bro, nobody has the
Beyonce.
same successful career as anybody.
No, okay. So again, so you can't get mad at Justin Timberlake because he started to become more
because he used
poppin'.
black music to benefit themselves, and he leave black people hanging to dry when it matters.
Bruh.
I'm pretty sure you heard the statement. Everybody want to be niggas, so it's time to be a nigga.
Nope.
Well, that's a statement they use when it comes time for some white people. You know what I'm saying? They love the ignorance and the music that they support. But anytime there's a situation where black people really need some help, it's a lot of people quiet. Justin Timberlake's one of those people.
All right, man. It is what it is. But we ain't gonna throw dirt on his career now. I'm a Justin Timberlake fan.
For keeping it real with him. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy, and I'm here with a special product for you. I got some Delta 8 weed from JK Distro, and I'm saying it's amazing. It's clean, smokable, and the best part is they deliver it right to your door. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, it's now legal for them to have Delta 8 weed sent through the mail. That's right. And if you use promo code FLOSS1, you can get some clean, smokable weed sent to your door direct. You have options. You go right there to jkdistro.com. You look at all the strands they have, which is a lot. You can even get you some edibles. You can get you some wine. Anything in between you can think of. And you put in promo code FLOSS1, you're going to save you 20%. So go ahead, hop on that now. Make sure it's in the description.